Hey guys, it's your Uncle Nate. I'm here at the corner of 181st Street and what do you call it? Park Avenue. And there was a report of a car fire, but there would be char or something. So if you guys are worried that this area is on fire, I don't think so. But a lot of times, if it's a false report, you still gotta show up. This was pretty solid. Yeah, so if you're looking for car fires, no car fire here. Maybe it's a false alarm. I'll go to the median or something. And a lot of times the bike lanes. This is the safest if you want to see. Oh, is it? And that's to call your coworkers. It's like, hey man, is your car on fire? And a lot of times these incident reports could be true, but I was in my normal spot in the concourse. I was like, well, I'm not doing anything. I might as well walk. Thank you. You're welcome. I mean, most people are too busy. You guys are earning that money. But, one car fire means something. And especially in the Bronx, there's like only 6,000 of us. And who really has time? You got barricade reports of gunshots and stuff. But as it is, like if your car is parked on the street, you're fine. If there's a car fire inside a garage, the insurance will take care of it. But, if you walk around this area, most cars are like already... Do you guys want me to hang out? And I have no idea what to do here. Well, peace broke out and Trump might go to game 3. And that's being a thing, is he might jinx it. But then the other people are saying, you can't really jinx destiny. And in fact, like that guy Steven Smith was like, if you ever come back to New York, ooh, I'm going to get you. Personally, this is just my public opinion or personal opinion. And it's just like, if he does, there's going to be a lot of chaos. How are we going to, if he has a cavalcade, how are you going to park? But then I remember he's the commander-in-chief and he has fighter jets and like Air Force One. So he could arrive in a helicopter or a helipad on Madison Square Garden. That's not really a big deal. The guy who bombed Iran or whatever he did. Oh no, traffic in Madison Square Garden. And it's like, some New Yorkers don't want him there because he might jinx it. How are you going to jinx destiny? Like, I didn't know I was waiting for a Knicks victory until it came close. Now I don't want to jinx it either. So I'm making sure, like, if there's a car fire that could ruin it, I'll check it out, But other than that, nothing. So I'm glad you're here with me in this journey. I mean, don't walk in the train tracks or something. That's why I have the fences. If you're barreling down the street, don't go at 92 miles an hour because the barricade's there, this barricade, that, you'll fly across this thing. This is going to be a bad day. When I used to live in Queens, there was this huge pothole and my wheel popped off and I was like, damn it. And then I looked down the block, there's a tire place. So sometimes the potholes are left there on purpose. Oh well, it's pretty slow here in the Bronx. Because it's Saturday. Like we got nerfed on the cookout thing. Seems targeted, but whatever. Bronx Sign Shop. Ooh, that's the Department of Public Works, I think, DTO or DOT. I got a little bit of the dyslexia. You see the sky? Isn't this beautiful? Like people in Arizona is like, wow, no dust storms, just blue sky. For the last 3 days, it's been, a monarch butterfly. You see that? A lot of the MK Ultra stuff. I'm just like you. I'm worried about car fires. Is my car on fire? And I have a car somewhere, but I don't want to worry about that. When you're parked on the street, it might be keyed, might be jacked. I love monarch butterflies. Look at that. Yeah, that's a Bronx butterfly, though. Take your money and your shoes. Sometimes I like to walk around and see what people think is garbage. It turns out it's like, a locket or a pendant or something. But, back to the point, Citizen App, thank you for giving us a chance to cover non-events too. My wife told me, where are you? Just near this thing. Go home. Yeah, I would. It's just if there's an arsonist on the loose, I'd like to know why. Like in an interview. Also, this is a huge ass tree. You see it? Very rarely do they allow a tree to have that kind of trunk. You know, sometimes it's saplings, but if you have a bomb ass tree like that, very distinctive. You know, there's some condemned properties, but that place doesn't. You know, see any car fires? Neither do I. You know, I thought it would be on Webster. Also, this is I don't know, a church. It's still active, even though it looks shut down. The parking lot is active. So I was like, every church has a parking lot. Also, this is just a little bit of advertising. Looks like a very good business area. You know, real high growth area. You know, this building is probably worth 93 trillion. So that's my assessment. Unless you have the cash money to do that, you know. I wouldn't buy it. That's just me. I'm not really a tax assessor, but you know, that's the value of that property. Whoever owns that is probably very rich. That's the train tracks. A lot of times you can scavenge and, you know, copper and stuff, but honestly, you know, Citizen has provided me a platform of covering stuff. And you get, oh man, that flag is upside down. Should be right side up. There was an event, like, you know, in the Queens, 2 boats were on fire. It's like, you want me to go inside and take the flag, or go inside the boat and get arrested? No. If that flag flew into my hands, maybe, but that's not gonna happen. It's just a beautiful day. If you ever need gas, come to the Express, or you know, they got lottery too. I think the Mega Millions is up. Even though it's like a stupid tax, they say, I'm stupid enough to try. Maybe if you guys stay with me, we'll actually see a car fire. During the riots, you know, or whatever, the mostly peaceful riots, like, you can see, even if your car is all messed up, this is the place to be. They fix cars around here. Oh no, it's up on wheels. I even saw like officer security here near the thing, PS 85. So that means Trump's coming. This is a compressor thing. And all these things. I don't really know repair, but you know. So I feel like Mr. Rogers. Hello, neighbor. You're perfect the way you are. Don't let all those mean people say you're different. You're difficult, sure, but you're seen and appreciated. And sometimes you make fun of Mr. Rogers, then you realize he's a really powerful mind control guy. That's a forklift. That's Uncle Sam. Yeah. I'm meandering. That's, you know. The Bronx has a lot of really cool architecture. It's a blend of like natural trees and then architecture. You know, I know the Chrysler buildings is for sale for 120 million, but why wouldn't? And you can get all your cars souped up, you know? That'll buff right out. That's the thing. People are so confident. Oh, you smashing it? That'll buff right out. Promise. How many buffs do you got? Well, we got to rebuild the trunk and then apply the primer and then it'll buff right out. But they're not lying. You know? That'll buff right out. Sorry. That one too. Everything will buff right out. Jeez, Rick. So I'm still looking for car fires. I mean, you know, technically I could set a car on fire, but why? This is also a kind of abandoned basketball park. If you suck at basketball and you don't want to be made fun of by all your friends, just sneak into that. There's an actual basketball court there. Or if you like to dance, you can do your cheerleading or something. This is the DOT.